Jerry's locked out of his house again. What do we even say at this point, man? You know? Texas at 5:51, locked out of his house. Got to go pick up the key. At least he's making an effort this time, not just sitting there waiting. Have to go pick up the key. Okay. ETA question mark? So anyway, I'm Eli. This is Smack Talk with Eli and Jerry. I appreciate you guys taking the time at your evening to hang out with I was gonna say me and Jerry, but man, I need a haircut, huh? Yikes. I need a haircut. It's just me though, is what it is. He might show up. He might not. What's up, Justice? What's up, guys? Appreciate you guys being here. 10 basketball games tonight. We should probably talk about those. There's a football game tomorrow. Dude, I dropped my iPad. I'm so hard. That's all we can do, shark burners, We can just laugh. That's all we can do. It's all I can do, It's funny. We love Jerry so much we just put up with his shit, Lucky he's a lovable guy, I guess. I don't know. Like if Jerry was an asshole, it'd be a tough life out here for him, He's a good dude. I genuinely think he's a good dude, So also he's pretty entertaining, fun to talk to. So, we'll keep him around. I just know the show's gonna be 90% green. Not yet. Get them in a spare key. That's what I'm saying, man. Like one of those little rock things, or like just hide it somewhere. Like I don't know. I never lock my house. I guess I shouldn't probably say that live on air, but I've never been locked out, so I don't really understand. Like just put a key somewhere. Or open the window, something, Anyway, whatever. Nothing crazy baseball happened, I don't think, really. Some minor signings. I think it's really gonna be once Yamamoto signs, I think there's gonna be a lot of free agent news going real quick. I think aside from Ohtani, kind of all of the major players in free agency are trying to get Yamamoto basically. And once that domino kind of falls, I think there's going to be a whole lot of MLB news coming out, whether it's free agent signings or trades happening or, where's Blake Snell going to end up? I don't think we know until Yamamoto signs somewhere. And anybody that tells you they think he knows where think they know where Yamamoto is going, they're lying. I've seen several people say the Yankees are still the front runners. I guess I kind of believe that, but it does seem like it's going to be either the Yankees, the Mets, or the Dodgers. I would put them in that order, gun to my head. But again, it could be one of those three. Could the Red Sox make a late push? Could the Padres? No, the Padres aren't going to. Cubs, maybe. There are 6-7 teams that if they got announced tomorrow, Yamamoto's going there. I probably wouldn't be that surprised. NFL, the game tomorrow sucks, right? What is it? I don't even know who's playing tomorrow. I remember thinking it sucks. Thursday, December 21st, Saints, Rams. Yeah, I don't even really look at Saints games. I don't even really look at them. So I don't know. Let's talk about basketball. And let's just jump into it because I have no idea if/when Jerry's going to show up. So let's just get into it. Utah Jazz are in Cleveland taking on the Cavaliers, and maybe I'm just getting duped or something, but the Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, we can't fire, and he knows. Jerry knows we're not going to fire him. You know what I mean? Like, I can't act like that because I'm an asshole in general. You know what I mean? If I acted like that, I probably would get fired. People don't like me. Freaking Jerry sucks. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Either I'm like an idiot or just books are outright disrespecting Colin Sexton. Sexton for 30. Yeah, is Mitchell playing? I saw he was questionable at some point, but then I was Christmas shopping the rest of the day. So let me check. Oh, Garland is out. Donovan Mitchell's not playing. I do have Sexton for 30 though. He started what, 4 games, 5 games? I think he started 5 games. Let me pull it back up here. Colin Sexton as a starter, 26 points, 27 points, 28 points, 27 points. I got his line at 21.5 this morning, I think. Is that what I got? Yeah. I got 21.5 at minus 120. First time he's taken on the Cavaliers, the team that traded him away, and now looks like shit. I mean, the Jazz don't look a whole lot better, right? So it's I guess I wouldn't say they lost that trade, but if you're Colin Sexton going back to Cleveland for the first time, I just don't see how he doesn't score 30 points tonight. So I did a ladder, and I do my ladders I think a little differently than most people. I put 0.6 unit on over 21.5. It does look like that's moved to 22.5. I still love the 22.5. Shop your lines though. I put $30, 0.3 units on 25 plus, and then 0.1 at 30 plus. 25 was plus 125 on DraftKings. 30 plus is plus 400 on DraftKings. It just seems disrespectful to me. Revenge game, yes. If it wasn't a revenge game, though, 22.5 to me is still several points too low against a Cleveland Cavaliers team that's kind of in the gutter right now. Their starting 5 is projected to be Craig Porter, who is good. I think Craig Porter is good, but still, Craig Porter, Max Strus, Isaac Okoro, Dean Wade, Jaren Allen. And this isn't really a Jazz team that's been lighting anybody on fire by any means, right? But I think this should be a competitive game, right? I don't think we're gonna have a blowout here. I don't even know who's gonna win. I think Jazz should probably be favored by a couple points even on the road here. And the Jazz have only won 10 basketball games this season. 30 plus went up to plus 425. That's interesting. It's interesting that 30 plus went up to 425 on DraftKings, but his straight line also went up a point. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me at all. But I guess it doesn't really matter. I would obviously I played it at plus 400. I would love it even more at plus 425. So yeah, that's what I got on this game. I think Laurie could also have a really good game. A lot of people in Cleveland are really high on Craig Porter Jr. So has he started a game? Hang on a second. Craig Porter. Oh, it's just Craig Porter. It's not Craig Porter Jr. He has started 1 game. He scored 16. I'm guessing there was Garland and Mitchell were probably not both out. The one game he started against Miami on November 22nd, so that's not a great matchup for him in general. I might look at a same game parlay like Craig Porter for 20 and Colin Sexton for, I don't know, like 27. Like what he's averaging as a starter, and you probably get plus 400 or probably even more than that. I would think. Is there any line for Craig Porter yet? We're probably not going to get a line for him until we have a lineup. Yeah, no line for Craig Porter yet. But I think Craig Porter could score 29. 30 plus is plus 350 on FanDuel. See, and that's why you got to shop your lines. Use the app that doesn't spot switch anymore, and just use code Eli. No free promo here. But yeah, that's that game. That's probably my favorite bet of the night. And as long as Donovan Mitchell, as long as Colin Sexton continues to start and they continue to give us lines, under 25, I'm gonna hammer it. You add in the fact that this is a revenge narrative against a Cleveland team that's really struggling hard right now. I'm all over Colin Sexton points tonight. So let's move on. Hornets, Pacers. Pacers. My Pacers have been reeling a little bit. They've been struggling a little bit. Got torched by the Clippers. Lost to the Wizards. Like, you can't lose to the Wizards if you have playoff aspirations. I think this is going to be a big. And I try to. I get called a homer a lot. I feel like the teams that I'm a fan of, like, I'm really pessimistic about them. Like, I think the Colts suck, and I know they're still like they're have a the better than 50-50 to make the playoffs. Like I just can't see it. I feel like if I take the Pacers over, that's like even more. I don't know. I have to really like a Pacers over for me to take it. Tyrese Halliburton looked really, really bad against the Clippers. He had 8 points. That's his lowest of the season. Um, Previous to the last game, his season low was 12 points against the Magic. Next game out, he scored 37. I think we get a pissed off Tyrese Halliburton. I think we get a Tyrese Halliburton that is shooting the ball a ton. Nobody was really making shots around him. We've all seen what he's been doing, passing the ball and his assist numbers. I think he takes a lot of shots tonight. I took over 23.5 minus 135 on ESPN bet for 0.6 units, and then I took 30 plus 180. I was he is a junior. Okay, thank you. So I don't think we have Craig Porter lines yet. I'm on Sexton points ladder. I think I might throw something in like Craig Porter. It depends on what the line is. What are they going to set his line at? Like if you give me plus 200 for 15 points, which would kind of be silly, but I don't know. Somewhere around a plus 200 points line for Craig Porter, as long as it's not like above 20, and 30 points for Sexton. You're probably going to get a really big number for that, and I like it a lot. So I there's no bet yet, Shark Burners, because we don't have a line yet. I don't think, unless I'm missing it somewhere for Craig Porter. But yeah, I took Halliburton points. I really wanted to take Miles Turner points and or rebounds, and I don't know. I'm just kind of low on him right now. He hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked good against elite centers, elite bigs, which it's not like the Hornets really have that. But you look at his game log against the Hornets, what should be pretty much the best matchup in the league for him, points and rebound, second most. I've got him second most points and fifth most rebounds. He has not performed well against the Hornets. For whatever reason, I really wanted to take Miles Bridges points, but a lot of his points he's been getting from the three, and Pacers have been running everybody off the 3-point line. And also, his line was 22.5, which I just feel like is a little too high. I feel like it's a little too high. So Shark Burner, what's Craig Porter for 20 and Sexton for 30? Same game parlay on DraftKings. Bridges 10 rebounds. Yeah, I wanted to. I looked at his double as well. I did. It just doesn't. I don't know. I didn't like the numbers. I felt like you should be getting a bigger number for a double or 10 rebounds or 20. I felt like Miles Bridges 20 points should have been around even money, and 22.5 is negative money. So I just didn't like it. He does have a double. Well, I guess he's got 10 rebounds in the last 2 games. Both of those were at home. His average rebound on the road drops a lot. So that's kind of what scared me away from Bridges' rebounds personally. But I'm not going to tell you that's a bad bet at all. Especially if the Pacers are missing shots like they were. What was it Saturday, Sunday? Rozier threes and Turner points. Yeah, you could talk me into that. I'm on Halliburton points, just keeping it simple. Obviously, if you tell me you bet on Halliburton assist, I'm going to say sweet. That's a good bet too. Miles Bridges, I would like. Gordon Hayward, actually, interestingly enough, from Indianapolis, generally plays pretty well in Bankers Life Fieldhouse. I looked at that too. I just, at this point in his career, I don't know what to expect out of him, and I don't think we can, consistently expect him to get the minutes to be able to score, 20 points like I think he very well could tonight. But who knows? But this game should, I think, go over. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game, even though there's not a whole lot of offense on the Charlotte side. Pacers don't really play defense, so I think that game could soar over. Any over you put in the chat, I'm gonna say that's not a bad bet. I even looked at Buddy Hield, if that tells you guys anything. Big field goal percentage discrepancy, home and road for Buddy Hield, which is kind of interesting. I didn't bet it, but let me just tell you guys the numbers real quick. Buddy Hield on the road, 40% from the field. That jumps to 48% at home. So it's not even like a volume thing. He shoots about the same, I think, but he just makes more shots at home. So do with that whatever you want. Heat Magic is next up. I don't have anything here yet. I think I'm gonna. I don't know. I try to talk myself into and then back out of Paolo points like all day. It's kind of the only thing that interests me. But yeah, Gordon Hayward, and then look at Gordon Hayward on the road versus Pacers too. It looks pretty good. Minutes equals money, yeah, especially against Pacers. I think there's definitely a narrative there. He went to Butler, which is 15 minutes from Banker's Life. Grew up here, all that. So same way that I take Gary Harris when he's here. Kind of the same thing for Gordon Hayward. Hero points. Is he playing? And does he have a minute? What is this his first game back? It looks like he is playing. I didn't even know he was playing. When's the last time he played? And how many minutes is he going to play? Tyler Hero, that is. Oh, he played 2 days ago. He scored 25. Completely missed that. How many minutes did he play? Magic are solid defensively, though, man. I mean, he played 33 minutes too, so it didn't look like there was a ton of much of a minutes restriction. Magic are just so solid defensively, and the Heat are kind of a different team on the road versus at home, offensively. That is, so it's tough for me to take. It's tough for me to take anybody on the Heat, but I do think Hero's going to have to shoot the ball a lot, especially with no Bam. You could talk me into Hero points. You could talk me into Paolo points or rebounds. That's pretty much as far as I got in this game. Looks like Wendell Carter Jr. is also playing for Orlando, which could shake things up a little bit. It's kind of why I stayed away from Paolo. I don't know how many minutes he's going to play. Yeah. Jimmy and Bam are out for Miami, so somebody's got to shoot the ball. It's not going to be Kyle Lowry. Well, I guess I said that. Now it probably is. So whatever, it is what it is. Timberwolves Sixers. You don't know how many times I had Rudy Gobert under everything in my bet slip today, and I just chickened out. I still might do it. I don't know. I think he might foul out in the third quarter. I got Philly allowing the second fewest rebounds to centers, but then the Timberwolves are right there to. I didn't know what to. I haven't talked myself all the way into it yet. I also think Anthony Edwards, for whatever reason, I think he has a pretty solid night. And yeah, I still might take Rudy under just because I don't know how many minutes he's going to play, because I think he's going to be in foul trouble, because I think Joel Embiid is pretty much going to eat him, So I had under. I think his line was 11.5 for points and 11.5 for rebounds. I had the under on both of them in the same game parlay. It was like plus 2 something, upper 200s. I haven't bet it yet. I might. Good luck, Moody or Dwayne. Sorry. Yeah, Embiid first basket. Yeah, maybe. What if it's Rudy first basket? Same game parlay with under points. That'd probably be crazy. I don't know. It should be a good game though. Anthony Edwards is the real deal. So is Tyrese Maxey. Should be a fun game. What about John Morant last night, by the way? Everybody on Twitter said, I guess like half. I said yesterday on Twitter, like we're all betting on John Morant tonight, right? And it was pretty much split down the middle. It was a lot of replies. Everyone was either saying, yeah, hammering it, or no, we're taking the under. Like there was no, just kind of wait it out and see. Hey, he looked good. And if you forgot how entertaining it is to watch John Morant play basketball, I think he reminded you last night. Good for him. Good to see him back. He's good for the NBA. Anyway, Knicks Nets battle for New York, I guess. Man, Jalen Brunson has looked good. Jalen Brunson has looked really good. Julius Randle kind of, I think, has looked about how he's always looked. RJ Barrett has looked bad. Quentin Grind's coming back up. Mitchell Robinson going to be out, and also who's that back? Who's their backup centers? I'm drawn. Jericho Sims is going to be out for a couple games. Cat points and rebounds. Man, Embiid, I think, is just going to dominate the glass. I'm not going to tell you that's a bad bet because Karl-Anthony Towns is a very talented basketball player, averaging close to 10 rebounds. I don't hate Cat points and rebounds, Corbin, but I don't have my money on him personally. Played it both ways, but Bane South 4-3s. Yeah, Bane has looked really good. I think he's gonna pretty much regress to what we saw last year, which is a solid second guard behind Ja, but that's absolutely Ja Morant's team, right? So he's not gonna be scoring. He's not gonna be scoring. He's not gonna be shooting like he has been this season. I think his volume's gonna come down a decent amount. Anyway, it's hard for me to find anything in this Knicks Nets game that I like personally. I wanted to bet on Cam Thomas again, but I've lost my last 10 bets, I think, on Cam Thomas, so I'm just gonna not. And I wanted to take Mikal Bridges. I don't remember what scared me away there. I guess mostly that the Knicks aren't allowing a whole lot of points. Brunson looks good, but Dinwiddie is pretty solid defensively. They're not Nets are not allowing a whole lot of points to point guards. So I just pass with 10 games. I don't think you need to force anything. I think this game goes under, and I don't know. It's kind of a tough one. DeJounte Murray or LeBron for 20 points. Probably LeBron, I guess. But I think they both could pretty easily have 20. LeBron's line is probably above 20, and DeJounte's is probably not, right? I don't know. Cam Johnson, yeah. It's like, oop, doop, doop. Cam Johnson game log is crazy. Nuggets, Raptors. Brian versus the Books, I think, is on Jokic tonight. He's going to have a bounce back game soon where he has he might have a quadruple double. He might have 10 blocks, 40 points, 20 rebounds, 10 assists, or something crazy. Does he do it in Toronto against a Raptor team that plays pretty solid defense? Maybe because center is pretty much the only position they don't defend well. Jakob is kind of just is what he is, right? We know what we're getting there. I don't know. It could be interesting. Jamal Murray assists was what I have written down here. Again, I haven't bet this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was Christmas shopping all day. I had 2 bets in. So I'm gonna tell you what I think I might bet on. I haven't done it yet. Jamal Murray assists is interesting to me in this one, because if this is a big Jokic night, then Jamal Murray should go crazy with assists. And then again, even if it's not, and we've kind of been getting this Jokic that is not up to par with what we're used to seeing out of Jokic, then he can still go over on his assists, right? Because there are still some other shooters in that lineup. Is this an OG night? That's another guy I just can't really get right. I'm a huge OG Anunoby fan. You give me the one realistic option to be a pacer across the entire obviously taking the superstars out of it that are not realistic to come to the Pacers. OG is somewhat realistic to come to the Pacers. That's the guy. That's the guy I would pick. I'm also an Indiana Hoosiers fan. Watched basically every basketball game OG Anunoby played in college. I'm a huge OG fan. I really wanted the Pacers to draft him. Didn't do it. Was that the TJ Leaf year? I feel like that was the year they took TJ Leaf instead of OG. But I could be wrong about that. But anyway, I don't get very many bets right on OG. I feel like maybe my bias comes in, so I don't think I'm really qualified to give you an answer there. Nuggets play defense. Nuggets play defense is what I'll say. Lakers Bulls, another interesting one. I mean, Kobe White Kobe White looks not the high V. Oh, YouTube ad. Yeah, I pay for yeah. To me, it's worth coughing up the $18 or whatever it is for YouTube Premium. I'm just gonna be honest. If you watch a lot of YouTube, I'll go over to my parents' house or something and they'll put something YouTube on TV and there's an ad and I'm like, what the hell? Because I have YouTube Premium, like I forget that exists. LeBron assist. That's an interesting look. That's an interesting look. Is D'Angelo Russell is playing, right? I kind of feel like he might just start shooting the ball like crazy. If you know, if he thinks there's any truth to these rumors, they're trying to trade him. I feel like he might just start shooting the ball like crazy. Or Jackson is a coin flip. But I think I might play Kobe White threes question mark. Man, he looks like a ball player now, doesn't he? Ball player is kind of a baseball term, but he looks like he's really good at basketball. Give him a spot in the starting lineup and take Zach LaVine out of there. 3 free months trial and Discord notification. You have Nitro. Interesting. Yeah, big YouTube. I wish they would give me a referral code for YouTube Premium. I would plug that shit like crazy. What do we got on Hard Rock? Ooh, interesting boost here on Hard Rock. I know they're not in a whole lot of states. Jokic for 30 points and the Nuggets to win. It went away. Give it back. Come on. It went away. It was like +3 something. Murray parlay. You know, Keegan Murray, I was looking at him too because his home road splits are wild. Like he scores the ball way more at home. That Boston defense worries me even without Tatum. We'll get to that game here shortly, but Chandler, you could definitely talk me into that. What are you doing with those 3 basketball players? What is your parlay? Like 20 a piece for probably what +200 or something? 25 20 piece would be more than +200, wouldn't it? You could talk me into that, Chandler. Last time I brought Reggie Jackson, he went over. I just don't like him. I'm gonna be honest. He just gets on my nerves. I don't want to bet on him. I'm not gonna tell you that's a bad bet. Heat will start Lowry, Hero, Jaquez, Martin, Adebayo. Oh, Bam's back. I didn't realize that. I did not realize that. Oh. AD from Chicago. It's his night. That could very well be true. Man, it's like when Anthony Davis decides he wants to really play basketball, he does look like, a top whatever you want to say player in the NBA. Some nights he just decides to take off, and it's fine. He's old as hell. He's got a unibrow. Been playing high level basketball for how long now? But I don't know if you bet on Anthony Davis and he chooses that night to be his high effort game, boy, you're probably gonna make some money. Vooch has looked good though. Vooch has been playing hard. But yeah, I mean, it could definitely be a big Anthony Davis night. Points, rebounds, whatever you want to do. I've got the Bulls at the 5th most points to center, 2nd most rebounds. It could be a really, really big. The Murray parlay for 20 points is +900. Huh. It's not. I was expecting it to be a lot lower. I knew after I said +200, I knew that was wrong, but I was expecting you to come back and say +450, almost +1,000 is kind of wild. I think Keegan for 20 is probably the biggest leg there, but unbanned Anthony Davis for tonight. Yeah, I don't know that I've really bet on Anthony Davis this year, at all. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have. I'm with you though. I think Anthony Davis could have a really big night. Also, I've just kind of been a fan of Kobe White's game recently. So you could talk me into Anthony Davis 14 rebounds and Kobe White 5 threes, probably pretty wild. If you took Jokic triple double, I almost said touchdown every game, you're profitable. That is kind of crazy if you think about it, because I mean it's been It's been negative money at times, right? Even when it's hit. Just jumped. Ooh. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I mean, it's worth a cup of coffee, right? It's worth like $5 to make 50 or something. Because you look at it, it's like this isn't that unrealistic, right? Especially with Tatum out, I think the Celtics are going to take a little bit of a hit defensively. So I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I bet on Anthony Davis last year when he played like 2 minutes and then went out with an illness and there was nothing in the injury report. And I don't know if I've bet on him since. Buddy Hield still in the Pacers starting lineup. Yikes. That needs to change. Hawks Rockets. What the hell's wrong with Jalen Green, man? I think DeAndre Hunter could have a big night here for whatever reason. I like Sengun here. I like Fred VanVleet threes. I think this is going to be a fun game, but I don't have a bet on it yet. It's later. It's later in the slate. Can I get confirmation on DeJounte? Is he coming to play? Oh, what the? I don't know. What I'll say about DeJounte is that's Trae Young's team. It's very obvious that that's Trae Young's team. He gets coaches fired if he wants to. Like, so you have to ask Trae Young how many shots he's gonna take. If you list him as the shooting guard, I've got the Rockets as the second most rebounds to shooting guards. I think he's the 2 on that team. Maybe his rebounds are worth a look. I've got them at 10th most points to shooting guards in my difference from average stat, so a little bit lower than like basketball or fantasy pros would have them, but I think this game could definitely go over. I broke my arm and then came back. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I have a lot of respect for Anthony Davis as a basketball player. I'm a Hoosiers fan on the NCAA side of things, and just going back to when he when his Kentucky team knocked the I think that was the Cody Zeller, Victor Oladipo, like really, really good Indiana Hoosiers basketball year. Like the last like really good team that Tom Crean had. This isn't a college show, but I've kind of just hated Anthony Davis like on a personal level. But I have a lot of respect for him. That's not me saying, I like hope any harm comes to him. I mean, he's one of those players that I think I just kind of love to hate from a sports like no, you're good, Justice. My reaction to that probably seemed like I was like actually knew what I wasn't. I was like, I truly I don't know. What the hell? Hang on my desk. Get out of here. But yeah. Somebody said Jalen Green for 20. Yeah. Oh, Hawks. You said Hawks. I've got them at 4th to shooting guard. So yeah. But then again, you look at Jalen Green, he has like he's been not scoring the basketball. It's kind of weird. Gabe Vincent will play limited minutes tonight. Kelly Oubre back in the starting lineup. Jazz will start Colin Sexton with Horton Tucker, Fontecchio, Laurie, Walker Kessler. Hornets. Who are the Hornets starting? Hornets will start Rozier, Miller, Hayward, Bridges, Richards. Do it that way. Well, Clippers, Mavericks. I don't know where the value is in this game. I just don't. I just don't. Yeah, Christian Watford was a lot of fun for that team, man. Trendon Watford, where's he? I was watching him play. What did he play last night? I don't know. Yeah, big Christian Watford fan. The Watt shot? Are you kidding me? I'll never forget. I was driving to one of my high school basketball team's away games, listening to that game on the radio when he hit that shot. I think I actually I shut the car off, walked inside thinking that game was over, and everybody inside when I got there was like freaking out that IU won. It's crazy. Eli, Nick, Ryan, and Jerry. Yeah, we didn't need to bring that back. Actually, I don't know if we've ever had that before. That'd be fun. I don't know. I saw Luca's PRA line was like 100. Kind of wild. I hate the Clippers. I hate Paul George. Every time I bet on him, he lets me down. Kawhi Leonard just looks like he is all the way back. James Harden going to drop 30 again? Trent is in Brooklyn. Yeah. James Harden going to drop 30 again because he looked really good against Pacers the other night. like really good. I just don't have a bet in this game, and I probably won't. It's weird for me betting on a Maverick because like Luka's gonna own that team and drive that team, and everything's gonna be juiced to hell for him. And I just don't like the Clippers. Just don't like them. Celtics King. This should be another fun one, even without Tatum here. Jaylen Brown could have a really big night. I don't think Keegan Murray for 20 points is that crazy. I don't think it's that crazy. Let me tell you the home road splits here. He has the highest home road split of anybody playing tonight with a points line. Home. Wait, where is it? I gotta click on the right thing. Keegan Murray at home. Keegan Murray on the road, 11.1 points, 20.36 at home. And there's a pretty big outlier there, but I mean, you look at his game log. He's had 20 plus points in 3 out of the last 4 home games. Now, the Celtics are the best defensive team in basketball. I think they're going to go down as one of the better defensive teams potentially in NBA history, like we'll say top 20. They're playing really, really good defense. Tatum changes that a little bit. I think that their defense is what it is because of that backcourt. I don't think Keegan Murray for 20 points is that crazy, guys. That Murray parlay might go off tonight. You might have, whoever mentioned that, you might have talked me into it. I forget who that was. Fox 35 last game for another. It's like everybody on the Kings, like all the guards and forwards at least. Big home road splits. Like De'Aaron Fox on the road, 27 points a game. At home, almost 33. Malik Monk, under 12 points on the road, almost 18 at home. Kevin Huerter, 9.45 on the road, almost 13 at home. Like there's a lot of, it's just kind of weird. I don't know what to make of that. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox at home is averaging almost 33. So 35 is not crazy for him at all. That was against the Bucks though, right? When Drew was with the Bucks. A little bit like this Celtics team without Jason Tatum is better defensively than I think the Bucks were last year. I think I'm in with you, Chandler. What's 15? What's 15 for all three of them? Because I don't, no doubt in my mind that's gonna hit. I saw the games. Jerry never showed up. Did he text me? No. Oh, walking in now. I think I'm gonna call it, guys. Because this laptop's gonna be cold. It's in the garage, all that shit. It's gonna take another 10 minutes for him to get here. I think I'm gonna call it. Jerry on the way. OMG. Did he tweet? Because if he tweeted, I have to stay here. And I'm starving. Don't tell me he tweeted he's coming. God, he freaking tweeted. The show's over, man. I'm gonna give him like 30 seconds. I did just text him and told we were wrapping up. I hate him, but I love him at the same time. And yeah, there's nothing else to talk about. Jerry's gonna tweet his bets. I think I'm gonna call it. Shout out Sleeper Picks. Please download the app. I forgot to promo the sponsors. Yikes by me. Yikes. Download the Sleeper app. Use code Eli. Use code DJ and Eli. Parlay J. GoldBoys. I think it's up to a $500 deposit match. Like if you haven't done that yet, congratulations. You can. I gotta be right here. You guys know you get Stella Artois, like 12 pack at liquor stores. I feel like it's like 18, 19 bucks. Sam's Club, $24 for a 24 pack of Stella Artois. Really solid beer. Anyway, squirrel. I think that's the show. Goldboys.com. Sign up. It's a great place to be. We'll be back 6 o'clock on Friday. I don't. Sunday's Christmas Eve. I'm not doing a show. James, probably should let you know that. I don't know. Oh, like the video. Thank you, Cade. Yes, thank you. Please like the video. We only have 2 likes. I'm not doing a show Sunday because it's Christmas Eve and I got other stuff to do. I don't know if we're having one or what Jerry's going to be doing. I won't be on it. But we will be back Friday. I will be here 6 o'clock. No idea if Jerry will be here. Please subscribe. Please like the video. Please be nice to each other. Good luck on all your bets. Talk to you guys Friday. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Fucking Jerry.